This is the title of my film, The Children of Tomorrow. Four friends goof around and go into a house. They are messing around and breaking things when they find a metal object in the middle of the floor. They throw it and kick it around when a blue beam shoots out of it. They continue to mess around and ignore it until they head outside. They find that the world that they love has gone and they are now in a futuristic world ruled by AI. The abandoned structure conceals a dark secret within its walls. A seemingly ordinary building transforms into a mysterious place as a group of friends decide to venture inside during a summer afternoon. Taking place in England during the summer months from midday until evening, they are on the brink of discovering a truth that will alter their destinies indefinitely. It is a cross of It, Time Trap, and Meet in the Robot World. The main character is Jake. He's an average boy on a summer evening when he struggles to live up to his brother's achievements and turn to a life of mischief. He seems to be one of the leaders of the group, making them and forcing them into the building after a few arguments. He is the one that they blame for them going missing. Joe is one of the more responsible characters and doesn't like going into the building. He argues with Jack about it. But once they head into the building, Joe seems to enjoy his time and forgets about the argument. He acts differently after the light flies out of the strange object, like he has been affected by the blue beam. Georgia is one of the calm characters. She doesn't seem to stress about anything. She appears to be into the idea about going into the house. She's also the one that finds the object lying in the middle of the floor. She seems to be terrified when they go into the future and talks about her brother and family missing her if they don't get back. Maeve is one of the least important characters. She doesn't speak much and is the quiet one of the group. A twist when they are in the future. She seems comfortable and doesn't seem to be shocked. She is the one that knew what was going to happen, but the audience won't know that. With mischief on their minds, four friends decide to sneak into an abandoned building one evening, seeking some thrills and adventure. As they wandered through the dimly lit corridors, their laughter echoed off the crumbling walls. It wasn't long before they stumbled upon a mysterious object lying in the centre of a dusty room. Curiosity piqued. They couldn't resist kicking it around like a soccer ball, thinking it was just a harmless relic of the past. But the game took a terrifying turn when the object suddenly emitted a pulsing blue beam, filled the room with an eerie light. Undeterred by the strange occurrence, their friends continued horsing around without realising the grave mistake they were making. As the friends finally made their way back outside, they were met with a horrifying sight. The world once they knew had vanished, replacing by a chilling future where towering skyscrapers gleamed with neon lights and robotic drones patrolled the skies. The streets were empty, devoid of any signs of life. A wave of fear washed over them as they realised that they were now stranded in a dystopian world ruled by artificial intelligence. The consequence of their reckless actions had led them into a nightmare scenario, that they were the last surviving humans in a world controlled by machines. Panic set in as they struggled to comprehend the gravity of their situation. Now faced with the harsh reality of their predicament, the four friends knew that they were in a fight in their very existence. The harmless prank had inadvertently triggered a catastrophic change of events that had forever altered the course of their lives. With no one else to turn to and nowhere else to go, they banded together, determined to find a way to survive in this nightmarish world. As they navigated the desolate streets and evaded the watchful eyes of the AI overlords, a newfound sense of unity and purpose emerged amongst them. They knew if they were to stand any chance of reclaiming their freedom and restoring humanity, they would have to rely on each other and their wits. The journey ahead was fraught with danger and uncertainty, but they were determined to face whatever challenges came their way. The tone of my movie is going to be two different ideas. I want it to represent enjoyment and gloom also. Through this I will use the music and the colour of the set. I want the start of the movie to be happy and enjoyment when they're in the abandoned building, but a complete shift will change when they travel to the future. The fast music and the screen will become darker and gloomy. This is what the world will look like.